ang focus mo, yung awayin mo yung katunggali mo, i-present mo anong plano mo. Vows to transform Philippines into logistics powerhouse. Dapat ganun ang kandidato. Hindi yung ang focus mo, yung awayin mo yung katunggali mo, i-present mo anong plano mo. Ang plano mo lang ba awayin yung hindi maka-oppose yun. Can you win the sympathy of the Filipino people sa ganong? Ayun lang pala niya, makikipag-away ka. Huwag na. Enough of shenanigans. Enough of conflicts, political. Sawang-sawa na kami dyan. Nasa pandemonium tayo na ginawa nila. Sabi ko sa inyo. So ito, basahin ko itong balitang ito. Former Senator Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. wants the Philippines to become the next logistic powerhouse in Asia to expedite the country's economic recovery post-pandemonium. Dapat ganun ang agenda. Di ba? Paano ba tayo at least gumaan yung ating pakiramdam, yung ating kalagayan, kahit dinidikdik tayo ng mga kabalot. Pero nag-e-effort pa rin tayo na paano maayos natin ito kahit sinisira nila. Yun yung pabaya ka na lang. Wala na niya. Because they're so powerful. Hindi ka nagagalaw. Hindi magandang ugali yun, mga kababayan. So, ibig sabihin yun, sumasama ka sa agenda nila to collapse everything in this country. Di ba? Marcos on Tuesday said that should he win next year's presidential race, he intends to modernize existing seaports, airports, and railways and increase their accessibility. Yung promise dito po sa amin noon, pag-start ng administrasyon ni President Digong, nababalik na dito sa Legazpi yung railway, nabulok na po yung repair. Yung pangarang po kung gano'n, nabulok na. Sayang yung ginastos, wala man dumating dito. Only during the time of Marcos we had our railway system in Legazpi City. After Marcos, pinabulok ni Coricong in until today yung mga rehabilitation. Wala man nangyari. After the rehabilitation, hindi man. Wala. Bulok na yung mga stations dito. Pinar stations. Legazpi, Daraga. Iwan ko sa Naga kung bulok na. Pati railway. Sayang yung ginastos na hindi managamit. Kaya mga sinasabi nila, ito yung airport namin dito, natapos din kasi may budget na talaga yon. Hindi pumayag yung mga leaders namin dito. Kasi ang tagal-tagal. Panahon yun ni GMA, sinimulan. O natapos pala. Wala, hindi pa nga full. Inopen na nila. Pumunta dito yung ating Pangulo. Pero sa tingnan ninyo, wala pa man. Hindi pa 100% completed. You see? Ngayon, ito, he said that investment in these areas will raise the country's import and export capacity and provide opportunities for local industries to recover. Siya pa lang ang nagsasabi ng ganito of the presidential aspirants. So napakalaga po na ang isang gustong tumakbo, klarado sa kanya kung anong gagawin niya on day one. Lahat pa, lahat pa, pa-cute. Ah, wala man. Lahat sila, mema lang. Walang substance, mga kababayan, yung mga sinasabi nila. Walang substance. Ano lang yan, sabi ko mga tao. Our strategic location in the Pacific is an advantage to no other country has. Very clear sa kanya yun. Totoo po yun. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, the European powers in American Empire, pati si Pap, ito yung tinarget po yung Pilipinas because of that strategic location in the resources that we are, sabi ko sa inyo, nakaupo po tayo sa vast resources in gold, in other precious metals. Pinaniwala tayong mahirap. Hindi po mahirap ang ating bansa. Our natural resources in land and in seas, sabi ko sa inyo, in under the ground, binamayaman tayo. Pinagluloko lang tayo ng mga foreign powers, mga kababayan, and they do not want Marcos to. Kasi aware siya ang mga Marcoses. Kaya yon ang nasa likod po ng slogan nila, never again, no to Marcos. Gamit yung martial law, etc. Ayun. Sabi ko sa inyo, it's time for us to leverage this and aspire to become a major logistic hub in the region, sabi po ni Bongbong Marcos. To achieve this, we will need to modernize our existing seaports, airports, and railways, or build new ones where necessary. Bongbong Marcos will become, another Ferdinand Marcos, as he is, the son. He will be like his father, a builder. Yan ninyo ang mga pinatayo. Hanggang ngayon, pinapakinabangan pati ng mga salot na dilawan. You see? Nagawa niya yan, mga kababayan, sa maliit na budget as compared to the... Gusto niyo marinig? Parinig ko sa inyo kung magkano lang yung budget ng panahon ni Marcos, mga kababayan, na sinasabi nila, nagnakaw. Kung nagnakaw yung Marcos, in 20 years, wala siyang nagawa. Yung nakaw na sinasabi nila, mas malaki pa sa budget for 20 years. Pakinggan ninyo ito.
A summary of government expenditures from 1966 to 1997. Number 1. President Ferdinand Edralin Marcos, 1965 to 1986. 20 years, 486 billion 273 million.
486 billion lang, mga kababayan, plus for 20 years yung budget ng gobyerno. 20 years. Narinig ninyo kung ilang $1 million yung sabi nakaw? Kung saan yun na nanakawin? Di wala na sanang ginamit. Nagamit na pundo, mga kababayan, yung gobyerno para ipatayo yung mga infrastructures na napapakinabangan natin hanggang ngayon. What about si Coricong? Ilan po yung budget ni Coricong in 6 years? Pakinggan ninyo.
Number 2. President Corazon Aquino, 1986 to 1991. 6 years, 1 trillion.
What? 6 years? 1 trillion? O ngayon, anong pinatayo ni Coricong? Bininta pa nila yung mga pag-aari ng gobyerno. Ano nagawa? Para paniwala kayo sa kanila. Next.
77 billion 895 million. Number 3, President Fidel Ramos, 1992 to 1997, 6 years. 2 trillion.
Ilang iya? Dinoble. $20 years, mga kababayan, 486 billion pesos yung national budget, ang daming nagawa ni Marcos. 1 trillion, more than doubled kay Curicong. 6 years lang yon. Ano nagawa? In Ramos, mga kababayan, dinoble yung kay Curicong. 2 trillion.
237 billion 907 million from the National Statistics Office. Imelda had to face the trial of the century in New York, charged with stealing $43 billion from the coffers of the government.
Saan yun kukunin? 43 billion dollars. Saan yung kukunin? Wala na sanang nagamit kung ninakaw yon. Kaya sabi po ni Marcos, consistent siya. Pati si Imelda, kami ang pinagnakawan. Dati nila itong yaman.
When the nation's budget for 20 years of Marcos' rule reached up to only 32 billion. Simple arithmetic.
32 billion dollars yung sa dollar po ito. In 20 years, yung budget ng gobyerno. Paano nakapagnakaw yung Marcos ng 46 billion for dollars? Paano nagkakasong gano'n? Isip-isip naman po, mga kababayan, na na paniwala na mga dilawan.
Simple arithmetic. With his meager Ilocano budget, as it were, President Marcos embarked on a massive buildup of roads, bridges, and other infrastructure projects meant for the betterment of the country's economic structure. Sad to say, the succeeding presidents had little to show, despite their huge benefits. He made the political system more grassroots and extensive by adopting the barangay system, which enabled the smallest units of the system, to which the core is the family.
Kita ninyo. O kayo ha, kayong mga opisyal sa barangay na naging yelo kayo, hindi magiging barangay yan na organized as you have this time without the Marcoses, without Ferdinand Marcos. Pagkatapos, ngayon, yung iba sa inyo, nalason lang kasi na mga maling informasyon yung isipan po ninyo. So,
to participate in the democratic process by making them responsible for administrative and legal functions within their barangay. The barangay leaders and officers were made elective in their respective communities. It was through the barangay where his concept of a participatory democracy found its tangible roots.
pagkatapos, sasabihin ninyo na diktador si Marcos. Paano naging diktador? Binigyan kayo ng pagkakataon to determine kung sino yung mga leaders na dapat ninyong iluklok sa posisyon. Diktador ba ang ganon? Through a free election on the barangay level. You see?
When the first barangay election was held at a time when the country only had a population of 51 million, 3 million were elected to represent 42,000 barangays. Serving as a co-pillar to the democratic vision of President Marcos was the creation of the Ministry of Human Settlements and entrusted to his wife, the First Lady, Imelda Marcos.
Kita ninyo? Yung human settlement, mga kababayan, ang daming projects noon, tinonaw ni Curicong. Ang pinalit yung, tawag dito, ang pinalit niya yung human rights, salo. Bliss projects hanggang ngayon, we have bliss projects all throughout the country. BBM, pambansang bagong nayon, dito sa amin. Ang dami dito sa amin, sa Bicol. Ang mga nakatira, mayayaman na po. PBM Boragwis, Bliss, doon pinuntahan ko, napakagandang subdivision. O ngayon, kayo, anong napagawa ninyo? Marcos cited the report, balik tayo kay Bongbong, the report of the UN Conference on Trade and Development, which stated that there was an uneven rate of recovery in global trade among nations. Small economies and poor countries are falling behind their peers who are posting double-digit growth rates and surpassing their pre-pandemic pandemonium levels. Kita ninyo? Very broad ang pagkaintindi po ni Bongbong Marcos sa mga economic situations natin. Bakit? He was exposed to the leadership ng kanyang tatay. Kaya interview nga panood ko yung interview ni Tony Gonzaga. Most of the time, kasama siya. Abroad, mga state visits, magkasama siya. Kaya exposed masyado. Yeah. Pati ng nanay niya, Imelda. And so he has, a full grasp of global, global politics and global economy, how it operates. The dynamics, ika nga. Ganito. Nakakapag-discuss siya with, with sense. Si Lomi, tapos yung math nga hindi maayos. Sabi niya, UNCTAD explained that one reason for the trend is that countries with small economies are more fragile than larger economies, making the impact of the pandemonium even worse. UNCTAD also forecast the value of global trade for 2001 to be 20% to 28% higher than 2009 and 2020 respectively. Global trade will recover soon, and we as a nation should make sure that we are in a better position to benefit from it. The Partido Federal ng Pilipinas standard bearer said. It will be crucial in our recovery since it can help generate revenues we can use to continue programs to help the poor severely affected by the pandemic. Ayan po si Bongbong Marcos. Ngayon, tanong ninyo yung iba. Marcos also noted the surging popularity of e-commerce platforms among Filipinos as a strong indicator of the needs to enhance the country's logistics capability. So, makikita ninyo sa kanyang mga sinasabi kung ano ang future ng ating bansa sa kanyang mga kamay, sa kanyang mga pamamahala. Ano ang gusto niya? Ran Sararat pa rin? Or Lome? O the rest of the presidential aspirants. Nasa sa inyo po yun.